Hello viewers and welcome to CiaMeru TV. I am your host Godfrey Motiga. Today I'm hosting one of a kite program on CiaMeru TV. It's called Siasa. Siasa is the newest program in our TV, our online TV, and this is a platform where we generally talk about politics, both nationally and even locally at the county level. But before I introduce my guest today, I would like to inform you that we are coming to you from Gatimene Gardens Hotel. Gatimene Gardens Hotel is located along Meru Maua Road, just between Kaga Girls and Kenya Methodist University. Today, I'm pleased to host Honorable Elias Murega Julius. Honorable Elias Murega Julius is the MCA Municipality Ward and the Deputy Speaker, the County Assembly of Meru. Honorable Elias Murega Julius, karibu kwenye
Asante
siasa.
Sana Motiga.
Yes, karibu kwenye siasa.
Kwa siasa.
Yeah. Karibu kwenye kipindi chetu mpya cha siasa katika CiaMeru TV.
Asante sana.
Yes.
Nafurahia sana.
And the main question the people of municipality and the people of Meru are asking ourselves, why did you decide to choose politics? Why go to politics?
Politics is a way of life, and everything starts with politics and ends with politics. So you see, even in church, there are politics. And we realize even in church, the politics that they pray is that they are campaigning for Jesus. To go where? To heaven. It's about influence. It's about things that affect human being. And politics, being a way of influence, is an opportunity to influence so many things. And these many things is what passionately brought us to politics, so that at least we can influence to better the humankind. An opportunity, a platform that you can make a life of somebody a better.
But generally, you would have chosen another career path.
And that's why I'm saying,
yeah.
You see, I've given you an example
Yes.
of maybe in church. Is also a place where politics are prayed, but their influence towards certain things, either Christianity and betterment in terms of spirituality. If you go maybe to area of business, it's also a matter of influence, but towards certain economic. But politics is all around, influencing the whole sphere of the of human life. So it's an opportunity that you can influence in terms of policies, maybe in the education sector, in business sector, in even that spirituality, because you see, like recently, there are policies that were formulated, legislative, that affected even the church, those who are going to churches, health. Through the same policy, in terms of politics, influence the way different regions practice their faith. So politics affects generally all sectors of the human life, and is the highest platform that you can influence rather than in specific areas.
Why did you go for municipality?
This is where I'm born, and you have to start from somewhere. So I'm born in municipality, bred here, gone to school within the municipality. And you see, the inspiration to come to politics started all the way from my school life, because I realized when you're in leadership, there are so many things that you can influence. And when I was in university, I was able to influence in terms of policy formulation, because I was representing the student at the Senate level. And this is one of the highest organ in university governance, where I could influence the way things were done. One, for example, when I was a student leader, we introduced a scholarship for the students who are talented in football and in sport, and they were able to be given a support and sponsorship through that, through the influence of leadership. I was also able, during the same period, to have the student have programs like Kemu and Mr. Kemu, which is a platform also to showcase their their talent, sports where we had co-curriculum activities. All this is influence. So when I was coming out of university, I knew leadership, when you're in a position of leadership, there are so many things you can influence to better others. So I go to the politics also to influence policies, to influence any legal framework, so that at least I can make a meaningful impact to the people.
Were there specific issues that you wanted to address in municipality that you felt were burning issues that you wanted to address at that point when you were coming to politics?
Yeah, of course, so many things. One of the areas where maybe municipality wanted to at least have an impact is in education. And that's why you will see I have a program, a personal program called Education Endowment Fund, which is Murega kind of a foundation. And I have more than 7 students who are, one is in Meru school, another one in Kobo Boys, Kaga Boys, St. Mary's, Chogoria, and Kiregara. So all these students is a program that I wanted to give a platform, at least those who are less privileged, to go to have an opportunity to go to school.
And you have achieved that so far.
And of course, that's a program that is running, and most of them, they are now in Form 3, and I'm happy for that. There is also one boy from the street who I gave an opportunity also, who is in the Meru National Polytechnic, who also, I found him within the Makutano, the same environment have grown. And I knew one of the tools, as Nelson Mandela said, that can transform a community is education. So I had also a platform to give chances others. And this is apart from the normal programs like bursaries that we do. Also we have a package through the same bursary where you have the street rehabilitation to rehabilitate the children, whereby we train them on courses that are geared, tailor-made, like in Kedoka Polytechnic, also to see those who cannot go to the normal programs, the system of the academic system that we have, they can go to school specifically towards gaining a skill. And that skill they can utilize directly to the market. So one of the areas that I had a focus is education, because myself I've given opportunity by the community and supported by the community to go through the academic life, and personally I've attained so much in academic life. So that was an area where I've passionate interest. However, you realize that as an MCA, this core area of focus is the ECDE, which also you have been learning programs towards ECDE, both in the county assembly and outside, where you're having development programs, which different schools you have been able to construct classrooms like Meru Muslim. Also have Kambakia, we are purely starting a new center, ECD center. We are building a classroom, we are doing a library there, a kitchen, a toilet, all where there was no school, existence of school. So that's an area of passionately I've been towards. The other area is the young people and also sport development. Those who know me, football has made me whom I am. The first ticket to go outside the country was because of football, and I had been given scholarship both from the primary school, secondary school, and university because of football.
Maybe before we talk about football, I would like us to talk something about your constitutional role that was placed upon you by the people.
You see, before that, Motiga, yes, what you had asked me is what passion has made me learn from municipality, and I was just articulating the reasons. But since you have deviated from that, still there are 3 common dates.
No, I wanted us to talk about your legislative role, representation, and oversight before we would
no, we can, you see, areas that all these areas, they are somehow within the common date, because when you're talking about education, construction of classes, sport, we are doing within the 3 functions of an MCA, because if you look at Article 185 of our Constitution 2010, it gives that power, legislative power, to the county assembly. an MCA. The same section, maybe 9 and 10 of County Government Act, they still stipulate what an MCA role is. So through representation is how now you bring issues to the county assembly that need to be addressed by the county government. Through legislative, now you formulate laws that now need attention, maybe for the future, because you see, the governors always keep on changing.
Maybe you would like to tell us one law that you have been able to formulate for
so
far?
One, I've brought so many motions, because in terms of representation and registration, we are talking about what do you bring in terms of motions in the county assembly. I'll give you an example, which in the near future we are praying the governors, for example, CAP. That was as a result of what I presented in the county assembly, where I brought up a motion that was geared towards Kadanda and also what you call creative industry, where you had every maybe year there is all throughout the corridors that needs to address sport. And sport, we are talking about different, not only football. Creative industry, we are talking mentoring the area of artistic industry, maybe things to do music industry and so on. So there was that package, and that motion already I brought, but now we are towards formulating towards law. We have also other things.
Fair enough. Just before we go for a short break, we would like to discuss about most probably the controversies that have surrounded your role as a member of the county assembly and also as the deputy speaker. There is this debate about you being at loggerheads with the governor and the government. You have always been finding yourself as a lone ranger when it comes to debate in the assembly.
You see, what the role of an MCA and the role of a governor. Governor has his clear mandate, constitutional mandate, what they do. An MCA has also a well-stipulated laws that it prays. If I pray my role the way I'm supposed to be doing, then the other, maybe in terms of check and balance, because we have to ensure, for instance, through oversight, the resources of the Meru County are being utilized in the best way, the prudent way of utilization of resources. Where there is doubt and where maybe I feel that it has not been utilized well, then I have to say it. Because the role that I've been given is to pray like a watchman. And let me ask you, Mutiga, if in your home you have a watchman, would you like to have a watchman who is a coward?
Of course, I would want a watchman who is brave enough, but I think I'm more into your case because there's that confrontational.
What do you mean, Mutiga, confrontation?
Confrontational, it means that you seem to be at war.
Let me ask you, for example, you see, it's not about the governor.
Yes.
Per se. It's not about personal.
Yeah.
Leadership is not like a home where you manage like a kiosk. You have to have checks and balance. So you cannot say that you have no, if I want, for example, as an MCA, I don't want the questions from maybe my resident or my voters, then I should stay to my wife's house. But if you have to be in leadership, then you have to be accountable to the people. That accountability has to be brought through a leader, and that leader is an MCA.
Fair enough.
So what,
Fair
for example, let me give you a scenario. There are the time that they say the all cashews has to go, to be sent home during the change of regime.
Yes.
And I was asking myself, these are people who have worked for 15 years and so.
Yeah.
You just can't wake up morning and then say, we send them home. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So, who are the representatives of these people?
You are the MCAs.
Then I have to voice out and say, yes, even if you have to send them, there are ways that...
But you are saying you can do that even if you are alone. Like if you find yourself on the opposing side and you are alone, you are comfortable with that.
Of course, when I was sent to the county assembly, were they two MCAs
they were not
sent
MCAs.
to represent the people of municipality? I was alone. And I have to be accountable to these people on a singular. However, you need to work as a team. Yeah. But there are things that in terms of representation, they have to feel that they have a reader who resonate with their, and that's what I normally do, and that's what I was playing that role. So not that we are confrontation, not that we don't respect the governor. Yes, we respect the governor, but also the respect has to not deny the people of municipality accountability. And even decisions that have to be made, there must be a reaction of every decision. So those decisions, we are holding him accountable.
Fair enough. We will come after the short break. We'll talk about your role in advocating for the independence of the assembly and all that. But now I think we'll have to take a short break. Our viewers, let's take a short break. We'll be right back. Don't touch that dial.